Here now, the poem, The Cremation of Sam McGee. Huh?
There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who mull for gold. The Arctic tales have secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest I ever did see was the night on the barge on Lake Lamarge. I cremated Sam McGee. Now Sam was from Tennessee, where the cotton blows and grows. Why he left his home in the south to roam around the North Pole, God knows. He was always cold, and the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell, though he'd often say in his homely way that he'd rather be in hell. On Christmas Day, we were mushing our way across the Dawson Trail. Talk of cold through the park is cold that stabbed like a driven nail. And if our eyes we closed and the lashes froze till we could no longer see, it wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Tennessee's Sam McGee. And that very night we lay packed in our robes in the snow, and the dogs were fed, and the stars overhead were dancing heel to toe. He turned to me and said, "Cap, I'm going to cash in this trip, I know. And if I do, I'm asking that you won't refuse my last request." Well, he seemed so low, I couldn't say no. And with sort of a moan, he said, "It's cursed cold, and it got right hold till I'm chilled clean through the bone. Yet 'tain't being dead, it's the awful dread of the icy grave that pains. So what I want you to do, that fair or foul, you'll cremate my remains. A pal's last need is a thing to heed, and I swore I would not fail." We started out the streak of dawn, but God, he looked ghastly pale. He crouched the sleigh and raved all day of his home in Tennessee. But before nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam McGee. There wasn't a breath in that land, and I turned horror-driven with a corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid of because of the promise I had given. Now a promise made is a debt unpaid, and the trail has its own stern code. In the days to come, though my lips were numb, in my heart how I used to curse that load. And every day the clay quiet seemed heavier and heavier grow, and on I went. The dogs were spent, and our grub was running low. The trail was bad, and I felt half mad, but I swore I would not give in, till I came to the marge on Lake Lamarge. A derelict there lay. It was jammed in the ice, but I saw it thrice. It was called, "From Tennessee, the Alice May." I looked at it and thought a bit, and I looked at my frozen chum. "Here," I said with a sudden cry, "is my crematorium." Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found, I threw in, and I heaped the fuel higher. The flames just soared, and the furnace roared with such a blaze that you would seldom see. I burrowed a hole in the glowing coal, and I stuffed in Sam McGee. Then I made a hike, for I did not like to hear him sizzle so. The heavens scowled, and the huskies howled, and the wind began to blow. It was icy cold, but the hot sweat rolled down my cheeks, and I don't know why, and the greasy smoke lit up into the sky. I do not know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear, but the stars came out, and they danced about as I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, "I'll just go in and take a peek inside. I guess he's cooked, and it's time I looked." and I opened the door wide. And there sat Sam, looking cool and calm in the heart of the furnace fire. And with a smile you could see that was white as a mile, "Please close that door. It's fine in here. And I greatly fear you'll let in the cold and storm. Since I left Plumtree down in Tennessee, it's the first time I've been warm." There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who toil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. But the queerest that they ever did see was the night on the barge of Lake Lamarge I cremated Sam McGee.